Hello and welcome back to another episode of White Album 2's closing chapter. We are going ahead and starting on Mari's route. So, Mari's route actually takes place a little bit through the common route. So if you haven't already watched my common route, I highly recommend going back, checking those videos until we get to this decision, which is where it really starts to branch off in favor of Mari-san. You have to reject Chiaki at this point and tell her, I'm sorry, but let's do it tomorrow.
やっぱ明日にしてくれないか。
マジ？講義もゼミもないのにいちいち南製作まで出てこいって？
明日でもいいって言ったよな。
どうしてもってならとも言ったよ。絶対に外せない用事でもあるわけ？私と二人きりで一夜を明かすよりも大事な？
バイトがあるんだよ。だからさりげなくツッコミどころ満載なザレ言を吐くな。
そのツッコミの鋭さが春樹の心の健康のバロメーターだからね。今日もいい黒さだ。
Calling someone's heart dark is not exactly a compliment.
人の言動を排泄物みたいに扱うのはやめてくれ。
Ooh. Notwithstanding the fact that if my heart was actually dark, it'd be a health issue.
ね、結局バイト外せないわけ？せっかく今の時間まで春樹のこと待ってたのに。
ちょっとな。いつも忙しいバイト先で。
The truth is, given that my busy period already peaked last week, today is actually the day where I'll probably find it the easiest to get some rest within my half-year period of working there. Though I imagine the others in the editorial department will be chanting out incantations as the year-end approaches and slowly turn into zombies. Well, putting that aside for now...
私はな、お前が思っているよりもずっとお前のことを心配しているつもりだ。
Oh, she's so sweet.
めちゃくちゃ忙しいところなんだ。週末なんかは平気で朝まで働かされるし。
そんなセリフをやたら嬉しそうに言うね。春樹ってやっぱ M？
ああ、かもな。
If I'm not worked to the bone at least once every 3 days, it might actually be detrimental to my health. Oh, there's why I kind of disagree. Maybe mental health, but there are better ways of dealing with that.
北原、こいつの集計頼む。
だから俺の作ったマクロ使ってくださいってあれほど。
俺には使いこなせないんだよ、あれ。頼むよ。
Oh, old man doesn't know technology. He's not even that old. I don't think he's that old.
わかりました。元データ、ファイルサーバーに置いてください。いつまでにいります？
金曜の24時なんだけど。
現在の時刻が24時30分の場合はどうすれば？
ダメ！浜田さん、北原君取っちゃダメ！私の頼んだ仕事が先！
Her face does not match her panic in her voice.
何？お前上司に向かって生意気だぞ。こっちは本当は昨日がデッドだったんだからな。
私だって締め切り2日もブンチしてますよ。
鈴木さんの方、今終わりました。だから喧嘩はやめてください。
Jeez, why does the college student have to take care of everything? The part-timer.
俺の記事の注釈付けはどうなってる？
ああ、そっちは俺がやってます。あと2時間ほど見てください。
2時間だと？おい北原、お前松岡のヘルプ回ってくれ。こっちはリアルに印刷所待たせてんだよ。ふざけんな。お前が今やってるのなんか5万も出ない増刊だろうが。プライオリティが違うんだよ、プライオリティが。たとえ100部しか刷らない本だからって手を抜くのは許さないって入社当時の俺に叱ってくれたのは浜田さんじゃないっすか。
Got him.
何年前の話だよ。
仲良くしましょうよ、皆さん。
In the first place, his speech could have been a great lesson for everyone for years to come, but Hamada-san just denied it with a single sentence himself. You know what this feels like? It feels like Cinderella. Everyone's like, Haruki, do this for me. Cinderella. Like I said before, it's 12:30 now. Kazaoka Building, 3rd floor. A long night at Kyograph Editing Department. Does the year-end transition really take such a toll on the human spirit?
ただいま。お、みんな頑張ってるね。
あ、お疲れ様ですマリさん。お疲れっす。
Everyone just got real serious. With everyone on edge like this, a person barging in speaking with such a spirited voice would definitely pour oil on the fire.
こっちは入校終わった。やったー、奇跡だ。週末休める。
Everyone's very jealous. Matsuoka's smile looks scary. And especially if there's only one person who's completed all her tasks.
ああ、もう今回はやばかったな。たまんないわよね、年末とかお盆とかって。大型連休なんてこの世からなくなってしまえばいいのに。
On top of that, while everyone else is working desperately, she's here talking about such blissful days. As if the things she said earlier weren't bad enough.
さて、早く終わったし、明日は来なくていいし、今からどうしようかな。
Then come help out here, is the aura everyone's emitting, but no one dares actually voice it out. No matter how you look at it, she took on a bigger workload than anyone here, and was out running to different places earlier too. No one can disagree with that.
今から飲みに行く人？
Oh, awkward. Sure, after finishing something important, you do have the right to relax now. But not to the point where you blatantly ignore the atmosphere.
飲みに行く人？
あ、俺ならなんでもないです。
He's so scary.
ちょっと何？みんなノリ悪いな。いいじゃないたまには。
There's also the culture in Japan where when your boss asks you to go drinking, it's kind of a given that, like, you're supposed to go with them. You can decline, but it just really makes it look bad on you, and it's bad for the work culture. Unfortunately, it's still very much a thing.
マリさん。
I guess there's no helping it. I'll have to take the fall this time. I suppose that even if I make Mari-san mad, I'm still just a part-timer, so it shouldn't affect me as much.
実はですね、仕事が終わってるの。
マリさんと北原くんだけなんですよ。
え？
Just as I muster enough courage to stand up, Suzuki-san starts providing covering fire. Or so I thought, but instead, she's shot me right in the back. No, I mean, it's true.
北原だけ？というわけなんで、マリさんお疲れ様でした。あと北原くんも。
でも俺。
浜田さんのは私がやっとく。手順知ってるし。その代わり自分の方を手伝ってもらうから。
だな。こっちは適材適所で何とかする。というわけで、北原も適所に収まれ。
I mean, if someone doesn't accompany the boss, it's gonna end up dragging everybody down because everybody's gonna have to go to the boss. So they're kind of using Haruki, they're throwing him under the bus here.
俺のどこが適材だと？
Am I supposed to be the ideal person to take on the role of being Mari-san's drinking buddy?
いいですよね、マリさん。それ。
北原もそれでいいよな。今日はお疲れさん。
マリさん。
行こうか、北原。それじゃあお先に。
あ。
Just like that, in an attempt to save everyone by taking the fall for them, I ended up heading into an extremely weird direction before I realized it. I'm not sure if I've been offered up as a sacrifice or if I actually got lucky, but I definitely got forced into a very awkward situation.
行った。
ああ、行ったな。
ね、 さん照れてたでしょ今。北原くんと二人っきりってなっちゃったらさ。
Oh my gosh, Suzuki-san has such ulterior motives, and she's such a gossip.
あの人のああいう顔初めて見た。
Aww.
だからこの間見たって言ったよね。マリさんが北原くんのこと口説いてたって。
What? No, you didn't.
マジかよ。
happen.
あの風岡と学生バイトっていきなりハードル高すぎね？どっちの？どっちも。
皆さんこういうことになると急に仲直りしますね。
Really? The article you wrote was used already, Kitahara-kun? That's great. Congratulations. The way you tried to humble yourself by writing, "I only got the job because I personally knew the subject," is so like you. But there's no point in making an excuse like that. The fact of the matter is, you seized your chance through your own pure effort. So no matter how much you try to disagree, Haruki-kun, I still think you're amazing. That's why I'd like you to brag more in front of me. I'd like you to be just a little bit more selfish. Sorry for going off topic. Well, when will it be published? Please tell me the name and release date of the magazine. I'll buy it for sure. It'd be nice if you got some recognition for this article by the publishing company. It'd be nice if you could take on a bigger task next time. You're one step closer to your goal, Haruki-kun. I should do my best and start working toward my own goal too. But before that, I need to figure out what my goal actually is, don't I? Well, I'll be seeing you. I'll go to sleep after I send this text. And also, thank you for your second text yesterday. Good night.
ごめん、ちょっと電話が長引いちゃって。
飲み物何にします？
それじゃあ最初の一杯だけはビールで。
Always a safe choice. Also, I love that Harley Davidson motorcycle sign in the background. Just as we arrived at the bar, Mari-san's phone started ringing, and we both thought we'd have to postpone this. Still, the fact that we're still here ordering drinks is because that call wasn't Hamada-san's screaming, Kizaki-san's grumbling, or even Suzuki-san's crying. What a workplace.
Ah, それでね、後で一人合流するから。
Oh, she's so beautiful in this light. Also, are we the only people in this bar?
ああ、今の電話ですか？
そう。向こうも早く上がったから、今から朝まで飲むつもりで誘ってきたんだって。女として終わってるわよね。
そうですか。
I don't have the courage to ask who she's referring to. Rather, it's not a question I should even be asking. When she mentioned that her particular friend had finished early, though, she'd forgotten that it's already 1 a.m. in the first place. Are all the people around Mari-san workaholics just like her?
北原とは初対面だから、ちょっと悪いかなとも思ったんだけど。
構いませんよ。賑やかな方がいいです。
そう？よかった。大学生の男の子と一緒にいるって言ったら、絶対に行くってうるさくて、あいつ。
Aww.
そりゃどうも。
Since she's so eager to join us, I wonder what she's expecting? Guess I'll use this time now to think of ways to apologize for not meeting her expectations. Wow, Haruki is so down on himself.
でも、よかった。正直助かったなって思うところもあるのよね。
はあ、確かに俺とじゃ間が持たないですからね。すいません。こういう場盛り上げるの下手で。
That is an awkward line for Mari-san to say.
そういう意味じゃなくてね。もう少し経てば平気になるんだろうけど。この間悪かったわね。いろいろときついこと言っちゃって。
I see. She's worried about that.
考えてみれば。 最初から分かってたけど、初仕事もいいところなのよね。バイトに言うことじゃなかったかもなって。
今さら何言ってるんですか、マリさん。入って3日目から企画書書かせたくせに。
あれは北原が出版社に入りたいって言うからだ。あんなサービスが受けられるなんて他ではないぞ。研修費をもらいたいくらいだ。
Pay an internship. Can you imagine paying to work? That's so silly.
はい、その通りです。だから今さらだって。
本当にお前は理論武装だけは完璧だな。
この半年でさらに鍛えられましたからね。
Ever since I started working at Kazaoka, I've felt like I'm no longer a student. Unlike the job at the family restaurant and the prep school, I've gotten so much experience here. I've learned so much that I don't even think I deserve to get paid. That's not true. Never let yourselves think that. You deserve to get paid. Okay, no, maybe that's going a bit far. This has also been the first job that has worked me to the bone after all.
まあでも実は叱ったことよりも励ましたことの方が痛恨で。
ああ。
恋の傷は恋で癒せよ。できればあっちの方は忘れてくれたらありがたいかなって。
Yeah, that was... Just thinking about it makes me feel extremely awkward. It was pretty funny though.
その偉そうだった上に勘違いも甚だしい発言だったかもと、その後反省しきりで。
いえ、そんな。
This is bad. I can't even taste my drink. It's probably the same for the person next to me. She hasn't even taken a sip of the beer she ordered. Normally, she'd finish her first glass in less than 10 seconds and immediately order another one.
ちょっといろいろオーバーラップするところがあって、なんとなく言わずには折れなかったというか。
そうですか。
What's overlapping exactly? I won't pry too deeply into that kind of topic, though. Not yet. But what does she mean?
そんなわけで、忘れてくれるとありがたいんだが。
お断りします。
Ooh, very strong words from Haruki.
北原。
But...
確かに俺も恥ずかしかったですけど。
待て、私は恥ずかしかったなんて言ってないぞ。
恥ずかしくないなら忘れなくてもいいでしょ。
恥ずかしくないわけがないだろう。今だって顔から火が出そうだ。
でも嬉しかったです。励みになりました。
The fact that the words she said back then saved me is not a lie. It's unmistakably and undoubtedly true.
またこれからも時々励ましてください。普段のお叱りの10分の1くらいでいいですけど。
Oh, that's such a sweet... Aww. Being able to say that to your boss probably makes her feel very happy. Without a doubt, I'm only able to talk to her like this now, thanks to the fact that she overdid it that time.
痛いなこの女とか思ってない？
Aww.
大人の経験から来る叱咤激励は大歓迎です。
そんなに離れてない。
The people around me always twist logic so much that it gives me a headache. Even if they're being completely unreasonable, they still talk, believing they're correct. Of course, that goes for me too.
人生経験の差ですよ。マリさんの場合、1日24時間きっちり経験積んでますからね。
北原も早く海洋社に入れ。同じ速度で人生経験積ませてやるから。
就職先は一生のことですから、慎重に検討を重ねて熟考の上決めさせていただこうかと。
A very mature and well, it's not really a decision, non-committal reply.
本当に理論武装だけは。まあいいや。乾杯しよう。
ええ。そういえば来る前に話してた件ですけど、本当に一発 OK だったんですか？俺の記事。
一発 OK どころか 大絶賛よ。まあ私もこれは通るなって自信はあったけどね。
随分と懐が深いんですね、向こうの編集長。
編集長もさることながら、なんと株式会社東馬陽子オフィスのお墨付き。すごい勢いで絶賛メールが飛んできたらしいわよ。
That's great. That's really high praise for just a part-timer.
絶賛？
なんでも向こうから届いたメールのタイトルが笑い転げすぎてお腹痛いだったんですって。
That sounds very Toma Yoko-like.
ああ。
Without a doubt, that email came from the company president herself.
それ本当なの？メンバー全員が一人の女の子と関係持ってたって。
俺を除く全員です。そこ重要ですから。
The very important part from the Light Music Club's gossip.
で、結局北原一人に？
いや、部長と2人だったんですけど、でも2人ともギターだったんでどうしようもなくて。
だから一月前にメンバー探し？なんかどっかの青春バンド映画みたいね。
そんなかっこいいものじゃないです。俺ですらもともと補欠のはずだったし、その時点でギター始めて半年ですよ。
へえ、それにしちゃ様になってたじゃない。
そこから特訓したんですよ。最後の1週間なんかほとんど寝てなかったな。
あんたって一夜漬けの天才？
Yes, absolutely. Probably just like you, Mari-san.
違います。俺が天才なんじゃなくてコーチが天才だったんですよ。
コーチ？
ギターもベースもサックスも何でもうまい、ものすごく厳しいやつがいまして。すいません。同じものください。
The words that spill out of my throat and the burning sensation of the alcohol sliding down it seem to complement one another well. Perhaps I'm getting tipsy just a bit faster than usual today, despite the fact that I'm respecting my limits and drinking only as much as I can handle. Unlike the person next to me.
ねえ、北原。
何です？
Is it because my first manuscript got approved? Is it because the terrible cold of night revitalized the snow, which was on the verge of finally melting, forming ice even colder than before? But then the gentle winter sun finally came to melt it once and for all? Whose internal monologue is this long? That run-on sentence was terrible. Or is it...
それが東馬和沙。
Ooh, she's smart.
はい。
And Haruki's honest. Because of the fact that it somehow doesn't feel painful remembering her right now compared to any time I've ever had.
どんな子だったの？彼女。いや、いいや。ごめん、そんな深い話できないよね。バイト先の上司なんかに。
いいですよ。そんなに気を使わなくて。もう終わったことだって言いましたよね。
北原。
In addition, the way she drew that line between us somehow had the opposite effect of making it easier for me to talk to her. I want a certain junior of mine who happens to not understand the meaning of the word boundaries to learn a thing or two from her.
ほんと厳しいやつでしたよ。厳しさだけなら今のマリさんに匹敵するくらい。
そこで私を引き合いに出さなくていいから。
そういえばちょっと似てるかな。
私に常套手段使ってどうする？
Oldest trick in the book.
そうでもないか。あいつの場合、音楽以外は欠陥品もいいとこだったし。
私だって仕事以外は欠陥だらけよ。
What am I...
でかい家に一人暮らしで散らかし放題。
住んでるところは小さなマンションだけど、散らかし放題は同じかな。帰っても寝るだけだから洗濯物が溜まっちゃって。
Oh no. Honestly, not surprised though with Mari-san the way she is and the way she works. I'm talking about Kazusa in front of another woman. Honestly, this is how it should be. This is fine.
食事はコンビニかファーストフードばかり。
最近はちょっと贅沢に超絶バーガー頼むこともあるけど、 あれ出てくるのに時間かかるのが難点ね。
Even though the mere memory of her pained me so much in the past, even though the very act of talking about her felt like a punishment to me.
やっぱ似てるじゃないですか。
かもしれないわね。
説教しましょうか？
説教よりも掃除して洗濯して食事作ってくれる方がいいな。
She wants a house husband.
最近俺の周りそういうこと平気で言う女性が多いんですけど、これは全国的な傾向なんですかね。
Actually, yeah, that's true. Why does Haruki just like women who are a mess?
へえ、北原今女の子の面倒見てるんだ。
え？
何よ、あんたも結構やることやってんじゃない。一緒に住んでるの？
いや、それは単なるレポートの手伝いで、住んでるわけでもそういう関係なわけでも。
ねえねえ、今度はそっち詳しく教えなさいよ。レポートってことは同じ大学でしょ？
This is not where either of us want that conversation to go.
マリさん、実はよって。
ああ、いっけないんだ。豊島女が若い子口説いてる。なんという青互い。
豊島。
Ouch.
ちょっと、なんでそこに反応するのよ。
I reacted to the voice that suddenly appeared behind my back, but Mari-san doesn't seem to be very happy with my reaction.
へえ。君がマリの奴隷のバイト君？
あ、マリさんの。
はじめまして。雨宮って言います。マリがいつもお世話になってます。
Amamiya, I like that name. Also, she's referring to Mari-san as Mari, so they're very, very close friends. She hands me her business card with the name of a famous travel agency, a position that appears to be quite prestigious, with the name Amamiya Sawako printed on it.
あ、いえ、こちらこそはじめまして。北原春樹って。
世話してるのはこっちだ。
すいません。
What's the matter now? Mari-san seems to be mad about something and won't even turn her head to greet her, even though her best friend finally arrived. Alright, and with the arrival of the best friend, we will stop off there for today. Thank you so much for joining me on this chapter of Mari-san's route in the closing chapter, and I'll be back at you with more episodes in the future. Until then, I hope you take care. See you!